Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jesse Lozano, and this is the Nerd with Balls movie review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. And we're doing it at the Phoenix Comi-Con 2016. So let's do this. Alright, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it out from like beginning, middle, and all that. So the first thing you see is Kevin Eastman actually as the pizza boy. I thought that was the shit. Kevin, you suck at everything else you do. You haven't been relevant since the Turtles, but that part right there, worth it. Okay guys, so this is what I'm looking at. The first thing that you really see besides Kevin Eastman, one big rip-off of Deadpool intro. I think they really were fancy on that. But the difference is, let's be honest, Turtles killed it. Turtles looked phenomenal. The graphics, great, amazing. I loved it. So we're gonna just keep going. We're doing this in the crowd, so we're the hi crowd. Our security guys, as you can see, they're the flyer dudes and producers, partners, and their balls. So we have multiple caps. I don't think you guys are cool until you fucking do multiple things. All right, let's get back to the review. So this whole conflict was pretty cool. I liked the whole movie. I liked everything it was about. There was a lot more information. There was a lot more motion. Shredder was the shit. Like, that dude was dope. He didn't say much. It kind of reminded me of Kurt Russell off like Soldier, but it was dope. So there's one problem I did have, and I think the problem I had with that is actually Arrow. That dude fucking sucks. And now just stop. Like, you're good at TV, nothing more. I don't like it. So I think everything he shot was shitty. Like, he can't act, he doesn't look good, he just looked like he was having one big tantrum throughout the movie. Well, now April O'Neil, she's looking sexy. Totally on fleek. That bitch is always 10. So, high fives on that.
Over there.
Now, when we look at certain other things, this is one thing, is we brought Medea to play Baxter's, what's Baxter's first name? Baxter Stockman. We brought Medea to play Baxter Stockman. He was very over the top. Me, I like it, but you can see a lot of people are gonna see that. They're gonna be like, nah, we're good. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do a Medea. You all right? You know, you didn't have to wear a dress to actually get paid on this. So high five. So the first Turtles, you know, the plot wasn't there as much as it should have been. This one actually had a really good plot, and everything was perfectly timed. Everything was jumped in right, and I really enjoyed that. But I really digged on everything. Punchlines. There was a lot of humor in it. That was crazy because they were all funny. They all had interaction. The big thing about the Turtles, and I was really waiting for like Johnny Knoxville and all those guys to be the voiceovers. No, they actually went to the real actors, and I was like, dude, they brought that shit back. That's sick. So I'm digging all that. It really was interesting because it brought so much more, because their personalities came out more. Like, we know who they all are, but this one, there was a uniqueness to it. Mikey was like, literally, he killed the show. He destroyed it. So now the conflict between the Turtles was actually their turmoil. They're questioning themselves. They want to grow. They want to see other things. They want to belong. That's the hard thing. Nobody sat here and said, hey Turtles, this is it. They're maturing. They're starting to come out in the world as not just teenagers. They're exploring. Mikey actually jumps up into a Halloween party, and he actually a Transformer, you know, Mike Bay kind of thing. But they were giving daps and stuff. He could be himself. It's what every living conscious being wants to be. Feel alive and being accepted. That's what they were going for. Shredder, being what he is, always trying to run the Foot Clan. They actually break him out. When they do, that's where you see Bebop and Rocksteady. They're cool, but let's be honest, they're a little out there. Like, they tried. I liked them more as actual their characters when they turn into the mutants. That was really fun take. And on top of that, the graphics on it was phenomenal. And their interactions, their emotions, all that, that was a 10. That was a 10. No, Baxter's trying to take out Shredder, trying to break him out, jail, bring everything into the world. So when he does it, a portal happens. Boom. And it literally takes it. The Turtles are out there fighting, chilling it, doing everything. Casey Jones not exposing himself yet. So when you get into that, it goes into a different dimension. Bam. Now when that came out, it's actually where Krang's like, you guys are using my tools. You guys are using my inventions. Need you to finish it. Because there's 3 things that I actually sent. Or there's one thing I sent, and it broke out to 3. Baxton has 1. Brazil has another. What was the other one? Brazil, Baxton, and museum. A museum has another. So collect them. Use the Foot Clan. We can take over your planet Earth together. Shredder's like, you know what? Let's do this because I'm fucking dark and evil and I don't say shit. So he's like, I'm down with it. So they actually go for it, and he actually gets sent back into Baxton's life. And the Turtles are like, how's this even possible? They just saw something. It was a phenomenon. Nobody knows what it is. But Krang gave the Shredder something. Because Shredder's like, you know what? I got 4 brothers and they're turtles and I have problems. Krang gave him a solution and said, give this to him. It will handle everything. Don't worry about it. And that was the serum that actually got, that was the serum that actually turns Bebop and Rocksteady. Boom. Now they have their elite, they have their new type of foot soldiers. They're coming, Foot Clan, all of that. But they realize they fucking put it in 2 dorks. What are you gonna do? When we look at the actual Krang, you know, the whole robot, him himself, he looks sick. He's just fucking dirty and disgusting. Him as a being talking and shit, it's corny, it's cheesy, it's just kind of out there. And that's where I'm like, all right. So, now we're gonna go to Will Arnett. Vern the Falcon, aka Will Arnett. So apparently, now everybody thinks he's the greatest hot shit in New York because they actually believe that he's the one who took out the Foot Clan. It's something he took upon himself because the Turtles like, look, we can't take credit for it, it's all you. So everybody thinks he's a badass, everybody's throwing him everything. He's trying to become an entrepreneur. Everybody just looks at he's the big shit. Alright, so now we go for all that, and it all just kind of accumulates. So Bebop, Rocksteady, they're out there looking for all the piece of this machine that Krang's talking about. Baxter's doing his little thing. Turtles are in disbelief with each other. You know, Leonardo's actually out there being a leader, but he's questioned himself because he's like, I love you guys are my brothers, but we're not a team, we're not here. So they have that. Raphael and Mikey, they're just kind of sick of it. They're sick of being pushed around, they're not the mature ones, or they don't have the abilities to move forward. So there's actually a part where they find out that that actual ooze that they gave Krang, so the actual serum that Krang gave Shredder, they found some of it. They found out, hey, you know what? If it can make you us, or if it can make humans into mutants, it can actually make us into humans. And Donatello actually shows that to Leonardo, and Leonardo's like, nope, not at all, we don't need that. Ralph is pissed, Mikey's pissed, like, hey, we're a group, why aren't we talking about this together? You took that upon yourself. Leonardo's like, I don't care, because I said, because I run this. Like, he's showing, like, I'm the alpha, I don't care, you're just muscle. So what comes down to it is, they're in their own little world. Donatello and Leonardo, they actually leave, and they're like, we gotta go crack this case. Ralph is like, no, we're gonna go out here because you know what? We should be ourselves. If we want to be humans, we should be able to dig that. We can do it ourselves. We don't need them. And Mikey's like, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm down with it. Let's go. So they find out more of that serum. Where is it? It's actually at the police station. So they actually break in. So now when they break in, they're like, yeah, let's do it. Boom. So now they actually go, the Foot Clan's there. Everybody's ready to rock and roll. They're doing their thing. So now the Foot Clan, everybody's there. It's one big fucking party. April O'Neil and fucking Casey Jones, which I'm not going to talk much about him because I was not impressed. He did not exist in this movie to me. Yeah. He did nothing except for bitch and moan and just be a little pussy. Now they're actually in, now the Foot Clan, there's a standoff, and here it comes. You got Mikey, you got Raphael, but before all that, they actually called and let them know, like, hey dude, the Foot's here at the police department. So actually, it's about to go down. Foot Clan, they're dipping, Turtles are fighting them, but the cops come. And now the cops come, and what they do is they pull the guns out on Mikey, Raphael, while at the same time, boom, Donatello, Leonardo breaking through the window, we're like, boom, we're here. And you just see the disgust in everybody. There's so much disgust. They're like, they're monsters, they're evil, this and that. Like, they're heartbroken, they're turned, so disturbed by it. And you actually get Casey Jones, April O'Neil, they come in, they jump in front of the Turtles like, they are not bad. We are here. We are here. They're not bad at all. So the Turtles dip, and they're like, grab these two, put them into a cell. Splinter lets them know, just because they're different, people don't accept it. They're there, and now they're still lost and confused, because they're still having their team leadership turmoil. So now we got Casey Jones and we got April O'Neil. They're still in the actual police station. They're there. They actually get a way to figure out to grab a cell phone because they're like, hey, you need to let us know what it is, help us out, break this code, do all that stuff. So now April and them get a phone, they go after everything, and they actually call the Falcon. They're like, hey guy, get us the information from Baxter. So he does, and he comes in and he's like, look, this is what really happened. They're trying to set up April, make it look like she just stole that stuff, and they're like, no, that's not what happened. This is what happened. The UCB box Rocksteady, the foot was totally messed with the temper. Alright, so now what happens is they get released and they're like, cool, what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do with those turtles things? They're like, the turtles aren't bad. They're here to help us. Now the turtles come back and they're like, boom, you know what? They need us, let's do it. And they actually rise, and they're actually during the day, and they're here, they're not in the shadows anymore. They're here telling the cops like, hey, this is what it is. And the cops are like, guns loaded, like, we don't trust you guys. We don't know what the fuck you guys are. So the Falcon comes out, and he was like, they did everything. They've been protecting it. All the stuff that happened took down the structure. I didn't do it, it was them. They've been hiding. They actually show up, and they prove all that, and the cops are like, oh, really? Cool, we'll use it. So now they're like, this is what we're gonna do. That techno drone, you guys have nothing to go for. We can actually live and we can breathe on that, so we're going up. So they start working with the cops, and boom, they start flying up. They're out there. They're like, humans, you guys aren't gonna be able to do it by yourselves. We got it. You got Krang, you got the turtles coming up, and actually what happens with Krang, he actually talks to the Shredder. And the Shredder's like, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. I just fucked Baxman. I threw his ass out. So what's up now? It's me going in. Krang's like, no, you're a puppet too. I don't need you. Frozen. So now the turtles go up. And they're like, let's do this. They're like, you little turtles, you guys are nothing. Beating the shit out of everybody. Having all that go through. So now, what's going down is, turtles are dominating and they're to find out their willpower. They all work together to fight for it. And that's how they actually destroy Krang. And Krang's techno drone is literally almost like 95% complete. They're like, if it's completed, it's gonna take everything. We're all lost, we're done. We're fighting for something so much more. So that's like the heart and the balance that they actually do it. So they go for it, it's like boom. And they find out, like, you know, why they're so unique is because each other, working with each other for their differences. That's what got them out. Mikey, everybody. And they actually take the drone down. And they're like, yes, we got it down, let's go. They dip out, Krang's dipping, all that good stuff. So as Krang's dipping, going back into this portal, leaving the fuck this planet, he's like, I will be back. And the turtles are like, we're here. And then they go out there and they find out with the police and all that, they're like, you guys are accepted, you guys can come out here, this, that. They're like, no, we don't want people to know who we are. We'll be out here, we'll be protecting. So they give them a little ceremony just amongst themselves, and at the end, they're just on the Statue of Liberty hanging out, just realizing we're happy being who we are. We saw the world from a different view, but now we're okay. So I look at that as, you know what, that's a moral story, it has something a little of that Japanese philosophy. So, on a scale 1 through 10 of the Turtles, I gave it a fucking 9. I think it's really dope. Michael Bay's has a lot of influence. You can see it from the graphics and everything else. So I tell you guys, check it out, guys. Jesse Lozano from Nerd with Balls. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jesse Lozano. This is Nerd with Balls. We're going to do a movie review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shit. It was going to be good. Doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie review, actually at the con. As is going on now. Cool. So what you got to say. So, we're moving all the way around on this bad boy. So, and they're just kids. You guys are fucking me up. It's fucking sick. I know how I want to end it though.
Why don't you end it on the escalator?
You want to go on the escalator?
End it on the escalator.
On the escalator. Perfect.
I hate you guys in the escalator. I was looking at my friends. I was talking to some fucking old guy. Nobody loves. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jesse Lozano. We're at the Phoenix Comi-Con 2016. If you like what we're doing here, you can watch the other videos and see all the other clips, or you can subscribe and see everything that we post up. Thanks.